Meet me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Meet me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Meet me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Meet me at the crossroads you won't be lonely. I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss everybody. I was listening to some Bone Thugs and Harmony earlier, and by listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, I mean I was listening to that song.
Oh, you weren't listening to the first of the month? You weren't getting on some thuggish, ruggish Bone?
No, I can't get into all the other.
They all sound like that song.
I love that song. Well, because it had started with the breakdown song, Mariah Carey, which I've talked about on here, and I heard that song. I was like, fuck, love the song.
Welcome, page 7, everybody.
Wait, real quick, while we're in that era, do you guys remember the song, / if we talked about it, the one with Coolio that goes, I'll see you when you get there.
Oh, yeah.
See you when you get there.
I forgot about See You When You Get There.
That's a good song, man.
I probably
You'll
know
recognize
that
it. It's good, and I thought of it like 2 years ago when that very nice song from Fast and Furious 7 came out that was like, it's been a long day without you, my friend. And
Are they talking about Paul Walker?
Yeah.
Paul Walker is dead, and he can't get into a car again.
But around the time of like emotional mid-90s hip-hop was Bone Thugs and Harmony, of course, and then also Coolio See When You Get There.
This is the song.
I believe I can reach, but your mind
Oh, fuck yeah. It made me feel so cool.
when you get there.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, this is gonna be the summer jam, baby. 2017.
I'll see you when you get there.
I can't sing this song.
Oh,
though,
yeah,
is the
that's
problem.
right. And it was from a movie with Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins.
Really?
Wait,
That is from the soundtrack of that movie.
That wasn't the silly, like, one's rich and one's poor and they switch places.
It's called Nothing to Lose.
No, it's not that. That's a jail one, right?
Advertising executive Nick Beam learns that his wife is sleeping with his employer. In a state of despair, he encounters a bumbling thief whose attempted carjacking goes awry when Nick takes him on an involuntary joyride.
What?
Soon, the betrayed businessman and the incompetent crook strike up a partnership and develop a robbery revenge scheme, but it turns out that some other criminals in the area don't appreciate the competition.
What?
Yeah, I gotta
Wait,
see
what?
this.
And I'll see you when you get there is from this silly.
I'll see you when you get there.
Man, meanwhile, I thought that was like a poignant song written about a friend or something.
Yeah, I mean it is because
is.
For Coolio, I'm sure it is.
That's the thing is that I was watching a little bit of the video and it intersperses these super serious scenes of like a father like beating a son with Martin Lawrence walking away from Tim Robbins and Tim Robbins crying.
Really?
Yeah.
Well.
And then it cuts to Coolio like standing on a cliff in a white suit.
Yeah, that's what I remember, the white suit.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that Tim Robbins and Martin Lawrence were involved. Wow. Although, basically, the problem is that I find it to be an extremely catchy song, and once I start singing it, I can't stop.
You can never
And it's
stop.
very emotional. I really feel for Coolio's, whoever he's singing about, maybe a father and a son. I thought it was about a friend. It's really maybe one of those songs where you can project whatever emotions you're going through onto it.
Oh, hell yeah. I just love bringing in, like, the gospel choir into
Yeah,
the song.
I like a hip-hop song with a gospel choir.
Hell yeah.
It is nice. No, it's a very catchy song. I had completely forgotten about that.
Mel Brooks is in the movie I'm thinking of. God damn it. Henry!
Just what? But Mel Brooks and who?
I don't remember. I know that we watched a bunch when we were kids. I don't know why I'm just thinking about it right now.
Mel Brooks and who else was in it?
A person, and they switched places. And he's a millionaire. Then he switched places with like a homeless person.
Brewster's Millions?
Henry. My problem is I've gotten so used to in my life, if I have any question about anything like this, I text Henry and he immediately knows what I'm talking about.
Life stinks.
Life stinks. It's life stinks. Thank you, Marcus.
All I had to type in was Mel Brooks Switch Places movie.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess I could Google, but it's always fun to immediately alert him and be like, ASAP, tell me, what is this movie? And he usually will jump on it. Sometimes he'll text, the only won't text me back for days. But if it's something like that, he will immediately get back to me.
Uh-huh.
That's what brothers are supposed to do.
Ignore you, except when they can show off their trivia.
Life stinks. I don't think it was a good movie, but I watched it all the time.
It got fairly good reviews. 6.7 out of 10.
It was a weird one.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones that was on HBO all the time. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of them.
Jeffrey Tambor was in it.
Yes, he was. I love Jeffrey Tambor. Scientologist, though.
What?
They said that he was and he got out.
What? Really? Damn, everybody's a
He
Scientologist.
said that he denied it. I was reading something because that's how I found out Elizabeth Moss was a Scientologist.
Segue.
Oh, yeah. Elizabeth Moss is a huge Scientologist. Well, we talked about her in the blind items last week.
And
Yeah.
it's like The Handmaid's Tale. It's like now I decided, I made a literary decision. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's because I finished The Husband's Secret, and I finished it and went, no, what?
Oh, it's
Good ending.
Isn't it good?
It's a good ending. It's a summer read.
It's a summary. She's got like 9 other books. If you're
Dude,
interested.
and I'm going to go through them, but I wanted to read The Handmaid's Tale because apparently this is a book people read in high school.
Yeah.
I had another name, but it's forbidden now.
Elizabeth Moss.
So many things are forbidden now.
Scientology.
I know this must feel
I want to see the show,
I just started last night.
but I wanted to read it first
ordinary.
because I felt like I
It's
needed
just
to.
what you're used to.
I mean, it's real fucked up.
It's
My
very.
name is Alfred, and I intend to survive.
Yikes.
The Handmaid's Tale, a new Hulu original series,
Of
April
course.
26th.
I told my mom, I was talking to my mom on the phone, I was like, I just started reading Handmaid's Tale, and then she immediately ruined like 3 things for me, like in one sentence, and I was just like, why would you say it? She's like, that because that's what everybody knows about the book, and I was like, I haven't read the book yet. Mother!
I read it in college.
Everybody's
and-
read it. I know that it's on a bunch of banned book lists. Now that I'm reading this thing, it's like the commander's juices ran down my legs. It's like high schoolers are reading this. I mean, I read a bunch of raunchy fucking shit, but I don't want to talk to an English teacher about it in high school.
Yeah.
Jackie, tell me more about the juices.
What I really thought that the juices represented was her lost past life.
Water imagery. I had an English teacher where everything was water imagery. We only read books and talked about water imagery. It made no fucking sense.
Did you read The Awakening?
No, we didn't even read books about water imagery.
Oh.
We'd read fucking Charles Dickens. We would read like
The Awakening has like the most well-known water imagery in all of literature.
It's all
know.
water
It's
imagery.
all water.
I think that she just knew about, she was trying to teach us about imagery, and maybe she only knew how to identify water imagery, or we only took her, it was probably us. We only took her lesson on water imagery to mean we should just identify water imagery in all the books, like Tale of
Did
Two
you guys?
Cities.
Is that the same teacher that you had with Commander's Juices?
No, I didn't read Handmaid's Tale till I was in college, and I took
okay.
a class called Feminist Utopias.
Yeah.
And we read a lot of Octavia Butler, and then we also read Dystopias, which is, of course, The Handmaid's Tale. And I'm realizing that I was, even as a college student, I think I was too young and self-absorbed to really understand it. I remember liking it, but I was like thinking, the entire Feminist Utopias class, I was just thinking about my own life. I wasn't really like understanding like the themes of like why would people write books where there are like only women and you create like a world where you imagine an alternative future.
I feel the same thing about my literature of the fantastic class in college.
Like you were just like on a different level.
You mean like phantasms?
Like fantasy and science fiction.
Yeah. I'm sure, you thought above and beyond him. It's like, what would I do if I were the superhero in this situation?
Yeah, it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, but it's fun, though, and you talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember The Handmaid's Tale enough that I remember I first started thinking about The Handmaid's Tale a lot around 2010 and all of the mandatory transvaginal ultrasound bills that were happening. I'm not trying to get political, I'm just saying.
We almost yelled toilet flush.
Don't
It was
look at me
very
like that.
close. I mean, we are talking about The Handmaid's Tale, so it is a whole,
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole
lot of
thing.
transvaginal stuff going on.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. My vagina is getting on a train and it's going somewhere. It's transvaginal.
It's hard not to talk about The Handmaid's Tale without veering wildly into toilet flush territory because it is a deeply political book.
It is. But all I kept thinking of was like, damn, she must be hot. She got all them robes on. She got that big hat on. It's like, let your hair down, bitch.
Do you think that when you see like Amish people also?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the fact that they can't use zippers.
Yeah.
Buttons only. I even look at the girls. When the girls, they got the pants on and they only got the buttons and they got no zippers. How?
Those kindergartners must be peeing themselves all the time.
I would get my fupa stuck in them.
I love the
Like
word
that?
fupa.
Yeah, you're just like, strike. And like, no, not the hairs. But I think you have to wear underwear if you're wearing one of those kind of things.
Do you often wear jeans with no underwear?
Sure. I like the way the seam feels on my own human seam.
Okay, I can't contain myself anymore. I have to give you guys a blind item right now.
Okay.
Because it has a lot to do with what you're talking about right now.
Okay, seems.
A lot. Well, underwears and fupas and what goes
Really?
on underneath.
You got a fupa blind item? The
What?
one time fupa comes up on the
I don't know about fupa specifically, but it's about that area and clothes. It's from the Met Gala.
Oh,
Well, yeah, there can't be a whole lot of underpants going on in the Met Gala.
Listen to this. Several of the lady guests at Met Ball were wearing diapers.
What?
The glamorous attendees of the the glamorous attendees of the prestigious Met Gala in New York City are desperate to keep a very dirty little secret under wraps. Looking great at all costs is the number one priority for celebrities attending the Oscars of fashion, and A-list stars don't mind if one of those costs is being unable to go to the bathroom, explained one well-heeled attendee. Several of the lady guests are wearing diapers. Literally, you cannot pee in those dresses, and it's a very long night. It's an open bar, and even though the drinks are free, everyone is careful how much liquids they consume and forget about anyone eating.
That's so dumb.
Yeah,
I'm
not
gonna be
worth it.
drinking that much. No, hell no. You put a zipper in it, or you get one of those. What are they called? The pee-pee funnels? Pee-pee wee
Oh,
wee.
Trucker buddy?
Stadium friend.
Yeah, trucker's buddy.
Yeah,
Trucker's buddy. I think there's a dumber name, but I know they're all dumb names for it. But Trucker's buddy is disgusting.
Stadium friend is one of them. So,
I like it.
for people who don't want to leave their ball.
Put a
game.
straw up in there. I would do
catheter.
anything, or just piss through the costume.
I would rather. I know the whole event is about looking good, but I would rather eat that food and drink that open bar and wear a different outfit.
I understand the not eating the food. I probably wouldn't eat the food either. You don't want to have a bulge underneath all your sequins. What I don't understand is how do they hide the diapers? There's so many of them that's like they live lovely, man. And wear them diapers.
Yeah, their asses are on display.
Well, they probably have custom-made diapers.
Yeah, just
Couture
really,
diapers.
like really absorbent panty liners. But if you're not wearing underwear, how are you even going to? Where are you gonna glue it right to your vag?
You know, I don't even think there's so many things in my life that I find so trashy and disgusting. But like sitting in my own wet, I don't think I can do. With how much I drink and how much I wet.
Standing in your own wet.
Standing in your own wet, leaning in your own wet,
Walking,
in your own wet. You imagine how much rashy?
hugging hot people in your own wet. Can you imagine just meeting, fucking Rihanna and be like, I'm gonna pile up my own
I'm
urine
wet
right now?
I'm wet right now, not in a fun way.
Because diapers can't be that absorbent. I mean, babies cry when they wet their diaper because they don't want to sit in it anymore.
No, and like young girls using sanitary pads. Like, I don't understand that. It's like, can't you just teach them from when it's 10 they start shooting? Shove it up there.
Oh, it took me a while to learn.
Man, it's just scary.
A lot of trial and error.
Oh, yeah, of course. Everyone's got all the trial and error. But it's like, but that makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we can't show you pictures here on page 7. If you want to see some of the dresses we're about to talk about, you can Google Met Gala 2017. But I've got examples in this blind item of the women who were supposedly wearing diapers.
Really?
And I'm going to show the two of you the pictures, and you can let me know whether or not you think these
Diaper
are
or no diaper?
diaper
What do
or
we
no
call
diaper.
this segment? Dipe or not?
Yeah. How wet are they? And how sad are they?
Wet and sad.
Wet and sad.
All right, the first one is Rihanna.
Definitely diaper.
Diaper,
That was
yeah.
the first one I thought of. I was like, diaper all the way.
Yeah, you can hide a diaper in there, no problem.
Jackie, describe that dress.
So I would say it's like she wrapped herself in a bunch of intestines that had actually been seeped. So like she's an unkosher meat at this point. There's too many nodules in the intestines and too many of the foul is coming out of them.
And then she wrapped her legs in shoelaces.
I mean, she does look really cool. She looks cool and appropriate for this, but, she doesn't look the most flattering. Bulbous at best.
Well, it's just a dress that she can't sit down in, and I think that's what a lot of these are, is that they just can't be sat down in.
But then I feel like it's like, as in, I think that I want to have a nanny that sucks the breast milk out of me when I've drunk too much. Where is the person that is on, like, okay, I will lift it, I will get this, like, I would have pee-pee made.
Hold a little piss bucket right underneath your legs.
Yeah. It's just, you stand and you piss.
Yeah,
You
easy.
so you're talking about a piss boy?
A piss maid.
Or build a urinal for women where they can just stand over it and then they just pee right into
Or
it.
pretend like we're in India. Just piss on the floor.
Yeah.
In the hole in the floor. They have a hole in the floor.
Well, here's the next one. Blake Lively.
Ooh.
I say no diape. Unless
I feel like you could pull that up. It's not that tight on the bottom. I say no diaper.
You say no diaper?
Say no diaper?
I say no diape. I can't see a diape.
Well,
you know.
it's a long, long dress with peacock feathers on
Yes.
it. It is pretty tight, though, because you got to think with this, you got to think about the drag, and you got to think about the bathroom, and you got to think about what they're going to drag out of the bathroom
Yeah,
when
that's
they're
true.
leaving
A
it.
lot of TP could get stuck in that peacock.
A lot of TP. It might be a little bit of pee-pee on the floor. Who knows?
Is she
I've seen the
diped up?
inside of women's bathrooms. Those things can be disgusting.
Well,
What?
I don't think men should talk.
Hey, we shouldn't talk, but we can.
You can, yes.
What I
that's true.
really think that they need is not only the hole in the floor and a pee-pee made, but I think that they need to have underground fans so that they come up and underneath so it dries you off instantly
Yeah.
like you have your hands. Because, like, I never use the hand one.
No.
I'd rather one for my vagina.
Yeah, you don't want to drip dry in that dress.
Was that diaper? Is
That was a diaper.
Wow, she looked good for diaper.
Yeah.
Is it like that thinks?
Probably.
Everyone has the
those
thinks.
thinks. That's probably what it was. You're right.
But they can't be that absorbent.
Well, they say that they can. That I don't know how much they are.
yeah, but that's for perioding.
Yeah, right.
That's not for not for
a big
pee-pees.
bladder full of open bar.
God, open bar pee-pees.
Oh, open bar pee-pees
Good
are
Lord.
intense.
Good Lord.
And then there's Halle Berry.
Whoa, zebra
Well,
alert.
If she's diping, God bless her because she's wearing some sheer on her legs.
And she is.
Is it a pantsuit?
It's a kind of pantsuit dress sort of thing. It's very sheer. It's very see-through. It's very sexy.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a good
very
dress.
sexy. She
And
looks really good.
No diaper.
No,
No
diaper.
diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hide a diaper in that outfit.
You cut a hole in the bottom. Like in the Spanx. Spanx got a hole. And you
Spanx
go
got
up
a
there,
hole?
Yeah, you put your fingies up, you open up the hole, and you can have a piss party.
Really? Spanx have a hole?
Oh, they got a hole.
I didn't know Spanx had a hole.
You don't need Spanx. I got lots of Spanx. They got a hole.
Well, good because I don't want people to have to be peeling those down.
No, but the problem is you get piss all over the Spanx because, I mean, it's a hole. At least with that, it's like you're not going to give it back. There's no handsies, backsies with these, right? Mm-mm. It's a ones and only.
Well, it reminds me of when you're a kid or maybe adults also, if you're wearing like a dance leotard or a one-piece swimsuit and then pants for some reason because maybe it's after you swam or before or after
That it's also
dance.
in right now. That's
That
what the
is
girls
in.
are wearing.
I don't understand that though. And then you have to, when you pee, you have to pull the crotch aside to pee.
No, you had snaps.
Yeah,
I like the
some-
ones with the snaps.
Sometimes they got snaps.
You got to go for the ones with the snaps.
Yeah, but sometimes you just got to pull it aside and pee.
Yeah, you do pull. You do a pull.
Quote Jay-Z, pull the panties right to the side, don't got the time to take drawers off.
Oh, just quick offset thing. I did watch this viral video. I think someone posted on the Page 7 Facebook page of an older woman, and Jay-Z he was taking the subway to perform out at the Atlantic station, or, that his thing.
Barclay Center.
But he was taking the subway there, and she sat next to him, and they started talking. She's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "My name's Jay." And, she just started talking. She's like, and he's like, "Oh, I'm an artist. I perform." She's like, "Good for you. Good for you." He's like, "It's a hard business, but you can do it." It was just so great. Then she said, "Oh, I'm Jay-Z." She's like, "I heard of Jay-Z. I heard of Jay-Z before." But it was such a cute, sweet interaction that I never imagined from Jay-Z in 100,000 years. I don't know. I thought he was way more stuck up than that. And actually, it was a beautiful little moment.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like Jay-Z.
I mean, I do like Jay-Z because namesake. We're the same.
Oh, wow.
Jay-Z.
You know, I've never thought of that
I never
before.
thought of that either.
Yeah, that's never crossed my mind once.
Never once
In
have I.
all the
I-
years that we've been doing this, that has never once crossed my
Yeah,
mind.
never once. And I don't
My
think you've
en-
ever mentioned it.
Because I was plagued by it my entire high school experience. Jay-Z. And then they're like, you ain't black. That was it. That's all they had to say.
Sounds clever, kids.
Yo, man, those singers.
Kids are super smart.
Woo!
Do you know who Priyanka Chopra is?
Nope.
Well, here she is wearing a gigantic trench coat.
Oh my God.
Oh,
How-
wait. Is she a wife of somebody?
I don't know.
That's a terrible thing to say. She's also a human being. But she's got to be.
Are you
I'm reading
The Handmaid's Tale,
Tale.
Jackie? Don't define women by their relationship
Sorry.
to men.
But that dress is awful. for
Yeah, I don't
this.
like it. You have to have a team of people to make sure somebody doesn't step on a big dress like that.
Well, it's probably what would you say? How many feet would you say that is? It's
A
maybe
yard.
6
football
feet.
yard.
6 feet in circumference.
At least, yeah, that's a 6 foot.
More than that.
If it's a circle that's following her, and I would say the let's see here, the radius of the circle, I would say is 4 to 5
29.
feet. 4 feet.
29 feet. But it's a trench coat
Not the-
as a
not the
dress.
circumference.
It's a
The
trench-
radius.
Oh, the radius. Yeah. Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, 29 feet. I know math.
She's an actor, singer, model, film producer, philanthropist.
Oh, that's meaning she's an she's
Angelina Jolie, except from the East.
Nobody has that many things on their card unless they're not actually any of those things.
Well, she's a Bollywood actress.
okay.
Yeah. She's
All
a
right.
big. She's
I
a
was just
Bollywood
being
actress.
white and unaware. I
Who
apologize.
seems like she seems like she's kind of starting to cross over just a little bit, but yeah, she's won Miss World in 2000.
Okay, I retract my criticism. I still don't like the dress, but she can have all those titles.
And that's a diaper.
Oh, that looks like a diaper. How is she going to she can't bring that into a bathroom.
No.
How does she even walk in it? How does she get up the stairs?
Yeah, I gotta have a diaper there.
It didn't mean to be a racist conversation, but we were talking about the movie Lion because a friend of mine saw the movie Lion and she was like, I'm going to adopt 3 Indian children. I was like, all right, it's just because you just watched Lion. And then I didn't realize that was the same actor as the guy from
Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire, because I also did not see that movie, which I heard it was great. And then someone was like, was that the same guy that was in Life of Pi, which is not racist comment. But there was an Indian guy that was in Mean Girls, which I remember him by brain, but I don't know his name, that he thought that he was going to get the lead in Life of Pi because he's like, I'm an Indian guy. I just did a movie. I'm probably going to get this. So he went to India. He studied with tigers. He lost a bunch of weight.
Ooh.
He studied the film. I don't know if you've read it. I've only read it. I didn't see the movie.
I haven't read it.
And he came back
Or seen it.
thinking that he was going like a shoo-in. Didn't get it.
Oh.
Didn't get the role. And I was like, man. He wrote a book about how much he put into it, and he didn't get the role because he just was like, I'm Indian. The kid's Indian. Put me in the movie. And I was like, of course. I thought he would think that because it's like there is a smaller, in Hollywood here, there is a smaller, pool to grab him from.
Well, not only you're super typecast, and it's like I feel like Hollywood doesn't often just cast an Indian guy in a movie where it's not about an Indian guy.
Well, in Life of Pi, it's the Indian kid. He's on a boat.
So I feel like
He's stranded in the boat.
Actors, any actor that's in like a specific niche they're all in competition, not only because like we don't just be like, oh well, we'll just have a regular hot Indian guy in a movie that's not about India,
Yeah, but the Lion guy's really hot.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, I'll give it. I'll take it.
Yeah, he got foxy.
He got fox. He was so young in the first one.
Yeah, he was like a boy.
A boy. Now he's a man. I still won't watch it.
Yeah?
Not my thing.
Yeah, not my thing either.
I want it to be more sad. It's too uplifting.
Inspiration is
Yeah. That's boring. Although that's why I like Life of Pi. You should read Life of Pi.
Should I read it?
Yes.
Worth a read?
Yes.
Well, we don't really have much celebrity news this week. It's been a bit of a slow one.
It's been a slow week.
So we're going to move. I actually got a pretty long list.
Ooh.
Let's move on to the list.
Goes on the list. Yeah, it's long. Gotta have that
Long
list.
list.
Actors who peaked in the 90s might deserve a comeback.
Oh.
We just go through them.
I love it.
Brendan Fraser.
I mean, maybe we keep him there.
Yeah, I felt like he was overrated at the time. I don't appreciate his good looks.
Monkey Bone. I mean, he was attractive. You know what it was? It's his teeth that bothered me.
He's too smooth.
Yeah, but he also has jaunty hair. He's got the hair of Hugh Grant and the teeth of a child that hasn't been taking care of their teeth. No, his teeth are fine. They're just weird. I always stared at his teeth.
I feel like his face was put together from like a 90s level video game where you could design a perfect face.
Although Encino Man was fantastic, but it was because I was in love with Sean Astin.
Yeah, Encino Man was pretty fun. I don't know, he's got normal-ish teeth.
No.
See, I don't
Weird
like
teeth.
the way he looks. I
don't accept it.
Don't you see what I mean? He looks like he was built out of a software program for handsome men.
He got his teeth done.
Yeah, he used to have a gap. Now he ain't got no gap.
Oh, they fixed the teeth.
Well, it wasn't the gap that was the problem. It's the way they laid upon his face. Oh, that's a good picture.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes I think he's really attractive, and then sometimes I hate him.
It's the weird foppish. You can't be Hugh Grant.
Well, and he's got a big neck. He's like a big-necked Hugh Grant.
And he wasn't a very good actor.
No, certainly not. And he was in
really
George,
the thing.
George of the Jungle.
That was
Yeah.
god awful.
Dudley Do-Right.
Yeah,
also-
maybe the reason that we hate him is because of the horrible films that he made.
The Mummy was fun.
The Mummy was
Yeah.
fun. I did kind of enjoy Blast from the Past. I love Encino Man, but it's like that was such a specific time that
Blast from the Past was good.
it was great.
I love any
I
man
rewatched
at a time movie, and he was in 2 of them.
Yeah. But he was great in Encino Man, mostly
gimmick
because
man.
he didn't really speak. Kind of just grunted, but he was great in it. I also kind of thought he was kind of sexy.
Yeah, I kind of thought he was sexy too. I'm
Whoa.
confused by it.
It's the teeth. I've been looking at teeth a lot lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's someone that I've been hanging out with, and someone mentions like, "Oh, her teeth are really small." And now all I look at are how small her teeth are.
Is it me?
It's not you. You don't have to know. I'm talking small.
I've
small,
always been
small,
afraid I have small teeth.
small teeth.
Yeah.
Very small teeth.
Really small teeth can be kind of weird.
Yes,
Like-
when it's all gum and no teeth.
Like baby teeth.
Baby teeth.
Now, are her teeth small or are her gums big?
Good question.
It's hand in hand. And it's already
Hand
someone.
in glove.
It's already someone that like really annoys me too. So now that I got that, I mean, I keep it in the back of my mind. But the bully in me makes up a bunch of jokes of what I would say.
Yeah.
But I keep it all inside. Push it down.
Always push down the
Push
bully.
it down. I push it down.
What about Sarah Michelle Gellar?
I could see
She
it.
should come back, and she is very foxy.
Yeah.
Well, she just had like I think did she do the cooking book with what's his name? Philip.
Wilson Phillips. No.
His face. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Wait, really? Are you kidding?
They are still married.
Are they? That just seems like something that should have only lived in the 90s.
I mean, it is a 90s marriage, but I believe they're still married.
They got married in
Wow.
2002. Still married.
And they're
Good for
doing
them.
like goop-esque things, but not goopified. You know what I mean? Like things that I actually kind of dig.
Food stirs.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that's
it's
fine.
definitely uppity, but
It's a food crafting brand and e-commerce startup selling baking kits for children.
yeah.
That's fine.
It's no goop. It's not like you pay $25,000 and watch your child stir your coffee for you.
Although, if I may, can we talk about necks? Freddie Prinze Jr.'s neck, too big.
Too long.
Too disproportionate to his head. There's no difference between his neck and his head.
And my problem was always she's all that, and I never was interested in
Yeah,
him.
no, she's all that he was not hot.
He does have it's a pencil neck.
Yes.
No, or just it's like what is it? He's got an Ernie head.
Yes. No, Bert.
Bert.
Is Bert the yellow one?
Yeah.
Bert's
Okay,
yellow.
yeah, he's got a bird head.
He's got a bird head.
Yeah, he does have a bird head. That's a great way of thinking about
But
it.
Sarah Michelle Gellar in, what was it when she did the coke out of the cross necklace?
Cruel Intentions?
Cruel Intentions.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, no,
yes.
don't even get me.
Cruel.
I think that was a sexual awakening for all of us.
Although don't watch the second one, which was on HBO a lot, which had a lot more lesbian sex in it, so I watched it way more.
Was
but-
Sarah Michelle Gellar also the one in I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yes.
Yeah, man, she
was
was
all over the place.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffy the Vampire
And she's
Slayer.
Buffy.
I mean,
Buffy, of
that's
course.
Buffy's the big thing. Like,
My problem is, see, I never watched Buffy. I think we've talked about this.
I
on
never
here
have
before.
either.
So many people have told me to watch Buffy, and I have nothing against it, but you know how I feel about first.
And I have like my best friend has been lobbying me to watch Buffy. Like, please.
I'm sure that I would love it once I got it. Like,
I know.
I'm sure once I started rolling, I know that I would love it. But it's starting it that's the problem.
I know, same.
I've tried it. I don't like it.
Couldn't get into
Really?
it.
I don't like. Well, I don't like Joss Whedon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he just doesn't vibe with
He
me.
doesn't do it for you.
Too cute.
And then it was like the Angel spin-off and all that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't know. I never got on the train and it's too late.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
It's too late.
Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar was in Funny Farm.
Who'd she play in Funny Farm?
Uncredited. She was an extra.
Oh, okay. I was like, I have seen, oh my God, I've seen that movie so many times.
Funny Farm's great. It's a Chevy Chase movie.
When he eats the lamb balls. Oh my God. And the mailman,
like a
it
Chevy
never
Chase
stops.
Mailman never stops. He just keeps driving by laughing and
Oh
laughing.
my God, that movie is real weird. It's like basically he like moves out to the country and they get this big country home that's falling apart and the whole town is like against them.
And the whole town's crazy.
They're crazy. It's a great summer movie. We gotta start talking about summer movies.
Oh, it's almost summer movie time.
It's a great summer
It's still a
movie.
little chilly here in New York City. It's
I
like
know.
it's still about like 60 degrees, so it's not quite summer movie time.
I'm pushing
Like,
it, though.
It's not Twister time yet.
No. It's
Twister's
not What About Bob time yet.
no. Twister's like a mid-July movie, maybe mid-June if I'm feeling a little impatient. Which this year I think I am.
I'm pushing. I'm just like, I'm ready.
We should have a midsummer film fest.
I've got my
Yeah.
shirt on. I bought this shirt that says it's time to get Star Spangled Hammered. And I think I'm going to wear it every single day.
It's really good. It's the only shirt with an American flag theme that I would enthusiastically wear.
It's time to get Star Spangled Hammered. It sounds like they made it for me.
I don't know. I've got that T-shirt that I only wear on
4th of
Thanksgiving.
July.
On Thanksgiving. I only wear it on 4th of July. I cut the sleeves off of it, and it says, "Improve your image. Be seen with an American."
That it is, and it's like sparkly.
It's from the 70s. It's sparkly, and all the words are in American flag, red, white, and blue. It's a beautiful shirt, and I only wear it on 4th of July.
It's
okay,
pretty great.
I'll allow it, especially for the sparkles.
It's got a lot of sparkles on it.
Sleeveless and sparkles, and with an American flag, I would do it. But it has to be clearly ironic.
I just love
I
it.
don't know if it is.
No, you all. I have so. I feel like I have a few shirts. It's like my Christmas shirt when I'm in Florida. It's a short sleeve shirt that says "Have a very Barry Merry Christmas" with a picture of Barry Manilow on it. I can only wear it on Christmas Day in Florida because it's a short sleeve fucking Christmas shirt. Where else do you go? Where else do you wear it?
Yeah.
And they have it right there, waiting for me.
Alicia Silverstone. She's been gone for a while.
She's back.
She feeds her baby like a bird.
She does feed her baby like a bird, but she's also back.
She is
How
back.
is she back? Where is she back?
She is. I don't know what this. I mean, I don't even know. I can talk about the project. It's someone that I've worked with in the past. I'm Instagram friends with her, and she's working on something with Mina Sorvino, and Alicia Silverstone right now. And I think it's a funny show.
Is Mia
Is
Sorvino?
it American Woman?
Yes.
Yeah, that's in post-production right now.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
not
I
telling
think
tales
that's-
out of skull here.
That's how I think that she's allowed to post the pictures on Instagram. And so Alicia Silverstone's coming back.
Oh, a single mom struggles to raise two of her daughters on her own. How's that going to work out?
Uh-oh, zany. I've never heard of that story before.
I fucking loved Alicia Silverstone. Like, she was like my because that Clueless was just my favorite.
She was one of the de facto hot girls growing up.
Yeah,
like
for
when
sure.
you like, she was like a byword for hot girl.
But she really she was really funny. Like, I feel like she was really funny in Clueless. But
Well, Henry did that movie with her that never got released.
They will never let him forget about.
Oh man, never let him. But he hung out with Alicia Silverstone a bunch, and he was like, she was great.
Yeah.
She was just a lovely human being.
yeah. Who you said though? Mia Sorvino. What is the? I have a scene,
American Beauty,
No, I have a scene from a movie. Oh,
Mirrors.
Ghost Town.
No, I'm not sure if it's the right person I'm thinking of, or if it's another. I sometimes mix up people like Chloe Sevigny, but it's not her. Mia Sorvino. Does she have like a stern face? And is there a movie where she's wearing a blue leotard and she does a lot of spinning?
Are you thinking of Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion?
No. Okay, no, that's not who I'm thinking of. I'm
Oh,
thinking of
that's
a
also
different
not who
actress.
I'm thinking of. No, what's her name? What's her name? The one from American Woman.
Let me. I'm gonna have to look it back up.
American Beauty? American Woman.
No,
She's
American
in
Woman.
American Beauty.
American Woman. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm so
no,
embarrassed. You know, she was in Ghost.
Nina Suvari.
Mina Suvari.
Wait, can you bring up a picture
So
of her?
close, though. That
She
was so close.
She was the blonde girl in American Pie. And the young girl in American Beauty.
And she's a ghost now with Steve Buscemi.
Wait, good job, Marcus. Wait, okay, that's not who I'm thinking of either. Mina Suvari, Chloe Sevigny,
Mira Sorvino.
Mira Sorvino.
I mean, it's
Marissa Tomei?
no Untamed Heart.
Oh, it's a movie about teens, and the teens are mean to each other. And she's a stern teen, and there's a scene where everyone's mocking her. She does a dance at a recital. She's wearing a blue leotard. She does a lot of spinning. Oh, it must be.
She's all
Either
that?
Never Been Kissed or 10 Things I Hate About You.
Never Been Kissed was that was
Drew Barrymore.
But I think
yeah.
it was a supporting character. She
Yeah.
wasn't the lead. She was a friend. Oh, fuck. We're not going to figure it out now. I'm going to have to go home.
No, you don't have to leave in the middle of the podcast.
But it's something. She has a name like Chloe Sevigny, or I said so much so that I thought Chloe Sevigny was her, and then when I started watching Big Love, I was like, well, that's not who I thought Chloe Sevigny was.
Did you finally stop watching Big Love?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
You know, you had
Yeah.
to give it up.
Just slowly stopped.
Gina Davis, where's she been?
Well, she was on the what is it? The President's Wife. I Was the President. I'm a woman. I'm a president.
That's right. She was on. She was on. I'm a woman and I'm a president. Yeah. I remember that show. That was like a big hit.
Everyone loved it.
Wait, what show?
I'm a woman and I'm a president.
It was actually, yeah. It was a show that was like short lived. God, what was it
First
called?
female. Don't trust me. It was.
I don't know. I'm not seeing. Or are we thinking? That was a while back.
No, I mean League of Their
She
Own.
was on an
Gina
episode
Davis.
of Doc McStuffins, Commander in Chief.
Commander in Chief.
That was like 10 years
also
ago.
a woman.
I'm
10
surprised.
years ago.
That show ended in 2006.
Are you kidding me?
I'm so-
Oh my God! What's wrong with me? I thought that was like yesterday.
I know, because I was kind of thinking that too. I was like, yeah, I guess I saw ads for that in the train like a year ago or something. God damn, that was 10 years ago.
Oh my God, we're so old.
I'm surprised it's not called like Commander-ess in Chief or something.
I mean, back then. I guess back then it was like Follies. What a
I'm a
world it would
woman
be.
and president.
Handmaid's Tale can go to fuck. That's a great theme song.
Well, she was in the TV Exorcist version.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
She was in Don't Talk. She's in a movie coming up called Don't Talk to Irene.
I love Gina Davis, and you know how I feel about A League of Their Own. So, forever and always, Dottie Henson.
Beetlejuice.
Of course, I know Beetlejuice too, but you know how I feel about A League of Their Own.
Yeah, you gotta go for a leader. I gotta go for Beetlejuice.
But she also wasn't even my favorite character in A League of Their Own. But you know, I used to love Dottie
Great,
Henson.
but you know, this is like, but remember
She
how
thought
long?
that her husband was dead in the war.
Remember how long Tom Hanks peed though?
Oh my God, and Bill Pullman. Oh,
He's another one from the '90s that needs a comeback.
I love Bill Pullman. I love him.
Wait, I'm sorry, not the one who died.
No, Bill
Correct.
Pullman.
Sorry.
Today is the day we claim our Independence Day.
Yeah, while you were sleeping. Those two are different.
Paxton is who I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Paxton is the one that died. Pullman is the one still alive.
I want to see the debate of Michael Douglas versus Bill Pullman as sexiest president. I'm going to say Bill Pullman. Although I love the American president.
What about Kevin Kline and Dave?
Ouch.
Or is it Martin Sheen in The West Wing?
Yeah.
Would you invite him?
No. Not invited. Not invited to
Not
the
But
debate.
but Kevin Kline is
Yes.
invited.
Yeah, Kevin Kline is Fox.
Foppish hair.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in Big Chill, yum, 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 yum. I would never let him fuck another woman. And that is that. I don't care how bad she wants a child. Get IVF. Come into the fucking 2010s. What do we call 2010s? We had the aughts, and what's this one?
I think it's just the 2010s.
That's it? We don't have a fun one? Like
20
dieces. I like dieces.
We can start coining dieces. Well, in these times, the dieces.
Oh, the dieces,
The dieces are almost over.
Oh, my God, don't remind me.
We've just been saying this decade for 7 years.
Yeah,
Right.
this horrible decade.
And, remember the dieces? Oy.
Yeah.
This decade is this decade has been fine to me. This decade has been fine until just quite recently.
Personally, it's been a wonderful decade.
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
true.
I mean, in general, it's been a little rough.
It's
but
been. I've had and it's been.
2010 was a great year for me.
yeah, 2010 was the year I met all you fine people.
Yeah. That was a good summer.
This has been the decade of us.
The decade of us. Oh my God, that's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it decade
Yeah,
of
we don't
us.
need no dieces.
I mean, I love
Decade of us.
dieces. I really enjoy dieces.
I enjoy DA too, but for me, it will always be the decade of us.
The decade
Yeah,
of us.
it is the decade of us, even in a literal sense, us three. But also, I feel like it's a decade of us in the sense that we live in a time where we don't all feel united exactly, but there's a kind of collective
Like a
experience.
selfishness.
I feel like we all experience things together, because of the internet.
Yeah, the social medias.
Yeah, we all get pissed off together. We all get happy together.
Yeah.
We all are vaguely indifferent to most things together.
Most things.
Most things.
Nev Campbell, what about her?
I love her.
I have made a decision, guys. I'm going to start watching Party of Five.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've never watched it. and
I've
know
never
that I'll
watched it
watch
either. You
It's
haven't
all
either?
on Netflix. And I think that's where I'm going to go next. Nev Campbell was so fucking hot.
I had a buddy in college who was obsessed with Party of Five. Yeah, I don't know why, but he knew everything there was to know about Party of Five.
I think it said, what's his name? Scott Wolf?
Uh-huh.
Like vaguely, how do you pick him out of a lineup kind of dude?
Yeah, one of those guys who I would, as soon as you said Scott Wolf, I started picturing the guy from Austin Powers, Seth Green.
Yucky.
Yeah.
You're yucky.
I know. I
He's
don't
sexier than that.
I know, but just 90s names that I associate with each
It's
other.
vaguely sexy, though, because, I have a vision of what he is in my head. But I think that he gelled up his hair, so that's a problem for me.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes he gelled it up, sometimes he let it flop down. There's a lot of floppies, there's a lot of jellies.
A lot of plaid.
Wait, I'm sorry. Was that a picture of... Is that the guy
From Lost?
from the Santa Claus?
No, it's the guy from Lost.
Oh.
He was like one of the main characters in Party of Five.
Oh man, I'm gonna watch
Wait,
Party
who's
of
the
Five.
floppy-haired... That's Scott Wolf?
Yeah.
No, the other one. Who's the sexy one?
That's
Him.
Matthew Fox. He was the main character in Lost.
He was so much sexier back then. He's got plaid on, and he's got floppy hair.
He's got a baby in his hands. If that doesn't.
And
for
he's
you.
got a baby in his hands. Oh, yucky. No, that's a bad picture. I like the other picture better.
Scott Wolf looks like a generic Michael J. Fox.
You're right. I think I like the other one more. Oh, I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to just rule. And I think there's sex, but I think they also have to take care of kids.
They have to take care of kids. I think there's a lot of hemming and hawing about sex.
I might get on this train with
I
you.
think you should get on the train because I'm kind of excited
Yeah,
about
that
it.
sounds great.
Because after I read Handmaid's Tale, I'm going to have to watch Handmaid's Tale, and then I got to do something with my life.
And you gotta have a.
Oh, we all laugh because we feel it.
You have to have what's coming up next because the second something is done, you're like, what am I going to do?
I know. Don't I know it?
I still have not watched the last episode of Parenthood, and I never will. I never will watch it.
I finally watched the last episode of season 1 of The Get Down, and it's very good.
It is good.
Yeah, very
it's too
good.
long.
No,
you
I know that you think that, but it's very good. There's a lot of sex.
I like sex.
Beautiful sex. It's very good. The Get Down is very
beautiful?
good.
Yes,
Sex.
Jackie, that is something you enjoy. Molly, tell her about all the sex.
That's the only way to get me
You like
interested in
sex.
anything. I do like
Give
sex.
it a try.
I do the same thing with my girlfriend. It's like, but it's really sexy. Like, oh, is it sexy?
Oh, but sexy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can give it a shot.
You women, you're all the same.
What?
You're dogs.
What?
It's not like too beautiful. It's just beautiful people having sex.
Oh, okay. I like, I want to feel like me when I watch the sex.
Well, they're not like abnormal. They're like, it's a beautiful story.
Aren't they all teens, though?
Some teens.
I take it back. I love teen sex.
I was going to say.
Friday Night Lights. You're kidding me?
Since when do you not like
hop,
teen sex?
Hop off your high horse there for a second,
You're
Jackie.
right. You're right. I love teen sex. I love all sex.
Yeah, and it's all 70s-y. It's really, you'll like it.
Okay.
You'll like it.
All right, it's time for our one blind item.
Oh, we can't see it.
This is a juicy one, though. And this is one that I can almost guarantee we're about to see unfold in a big way.
What?
Behind the scenes, the divorce is being worked out between this A-plus list reality star and her former A-plus list husband. At this point, I'm not sure they even like each other. He's working to get his issues under control, but our reality star just wants a settlement and for them to go their separate ways.
Jackie's face right now. She's like your mother who you just told like that a relationship isn't working out, and she's just like, I know.
I figured.
know.
I knew.
Yeah.
It's
Tell us.
KK.
and
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going K squared. We're
and
going Kim and
Kanye.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Why is he formally A-list?
yeah, he's still A-list.
I don't know. Well, A-plus list.
He's
former-
still A-plus.
I think he's, well, I don't know. His star power has waned a little bit.
I wouldn't mind honestly if he lost the plus when he met with Trump. Sorry, toilet flush. I'll toilet flush myself.
Yeah, you can toilet flush
I'll flush
yourself.
my way out.
But you're right, though.
But
it was rough.
You know, I've
it was
been
a
a long
rough time
rough,
for him.
yeah.
I've been a long time defender of Kanye on this very show, and I wouldn't mind it if he lost this plus. I'll give it to him back. I'll give it back.
I don't know if
You
you're
gotta
gonna
earn
get
it.
back.
He's got to earn it back. Yes,
Yeah.
with
Son
some
of
public
a-
denunciation.
I can't believe they had 2 children together.
Yeah.
I really can't believe it. And I know that they did it for money, and I know that they did it for power. But that's crazy to me. Mm-hmm. I just, I want them, but then oh, Lord. Then it's 20 more seasons of her just being like, I can't believe that he left me. Oh my God. Oh, do I have kids? I don't fucking care. Where's my pee-pee made? She's got a pee-pee made and she don't even fucking need a pee-pee made. I know that's true.
So it's gonna. You think Marcus is gonna play out like via the show?
Nah, the show doesn't keep up with real events fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in
I
the
think
past.
this is going to be something that's kept secret from the show, and then it's just going to explode because he did not attend the Met Gala with her.
I mean, look at the two of them. They can't have fun together. Can you imagine them just being like going out and be like, let's get some happy hour drinks?
Yeah, that
That shit
relationship
ain't
has never
happening.
made any sense. But I will still listen to Bound 2 even after they break up because I love that song.
Is that a song?
It's a song about her.
Oh.
Jesus has a lot of references to her.
Is
but
it like talking about her butt? Is it a butt song?
It's talking about fucking her.
I'm sure there's a couple references to her butt here and there.
Yeah.
Which is, and nah, it's weird, dude. She went too
It's
far.
fake.
She went way too
It's
far.
too fake.
It used to be it was fine the way it was. She was fine the way it was. She was fine the way she was.
She was gorgeous.
All
the
of
way
it was
she
fine the way it was.
There's this meme out right now of showing like what she was even just like 5 years ago in her ass, in the shape of her ass, and now it's so gelatinous and fake. It's like, why are you doing this, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a picture of her on the beach the other day, and it looks ridiculous. It looks like a cartoon.
Yes, it's too. She's gone too far. But where's he gonna go next? That's the big question.
He'll be secluded for a couple of years and then
You
come
think
back.
so?
And I think he'll come back with a pretty good album.
Yeah, because he needs it. Also, like, I feel like, I feel like a lot of people talk about Kanye having kind of like undiagnosed like trauma since his mother died and needing like mental health support. So maybe he'll get that and then maybe not, but
Yeah.
maybe, and then he'll come back with a good album.
I know they also just had that news that came out that he's raised so much money for this charity that is his charity that I think 0.05% of it has gone to anything. Ooh. So it's like he's gotten a lot of bad press. It's not looking good for him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if he went away, but I also don't listen to the rip rap. Although I started listening to Kendrick Lamar. I'm into it.
My husband yesterday was texting me.
I feel very woke, if you will.
My
Well,
husband was
congratulations.
texting me
you.
at the I was at the grocery store and he's texting me. He's like, Kendrick Lamar is really good. I was like, yeah, that's true.
It's snip, snappy, rip rappy. And that's the kind I like.
Kendrick Lamar is very, very good.
I mean, it's no, meet me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Meet you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Man, remember when his, Uncle John was up in the clouds and he kissed up to him, did the peace sign? God, that video is good.
And that's where we're going to leave you all today. Leave you where we started.
I'll see you when
You get there. Ooh, baby, when you get there. Baby, when you song. Let's do high pitch.
For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to cavecomedyradio.com.